Easter's almost here. Are you ready? It's not here yet though, right? We have to wait a few more days. And I've said that wait is a 4-letter word. It's one of those 4-letter words that makes you say other 4-letter words. I hate waiting. So when you look at the Easter story, I want to drill in today on Saturday. What did they do on Saturday? Because you have Good Friday, you have the day that Jesus dies. You have Easter Sunday, the day that he comes back to life. But what about Saturday? What happens on Saturday? I've heard it called Holy Saturday. I've heard it called Black Saturday. It gets confusing. Is Black Friday? Is that shop? When do we go shopping? I don't know. Saturday, right? What did they do on Saturday? You know what they did? They waited. Oh, it was so painful. They waited and they didn't know what to do because this Jesus, they don't left home and families to follow him. And then poof, he's gone. And so they're going, what do we do? It was painful that day. So listen, because Luke tells us in his gospel what they did while they waited. He says this: the women who had come with Jesus from Galilee followed Joseph, and they saw the tomb and how Jesus' body was laid in it. Then they went home and they prepared spices and perfumes, but they rested because it was the Sabbath in obedience to his commandments. This is amazing. It's all wrong. Everything has gone all wrong. And they're waiting for what's next. Remember, he said he'd come back to life, but what does that even mean? And when would he do it? And so it's Saturday. What do? They wait. And while they wait, incredible, they're obedient. They rest. Why did they rest? Because it was the Sabbath and God had said, you rest on the Sabbath. Incredible. In the darkest moments of history, this person they followed, this person they love is dead and they're waiting. And you know how hard waiting is. And even in the middle of waiting, they choose obedience. They choose to rest. They choose to go, God, we don't know what to do, so we're going to rest. You figure it out. We're going to be obedient to your word. God, this is in your hands. Is that what you do when you're waiting? Do you wait patiently? Or are you like me? You're kind of like an animal who's kicking every wall of his stall to try and get out, right? To try and get to what's next. I'm tired of waiting. I don't want to wait anymore. Can we learn something from these friends of Jesus who, when they waited, and oh, it was painful to wait on God, but they chose obedience. And they chose to rest and to just trust him. I don't know what you're waiting on right now. I don't know if in these few moments before Easter, these few days, you're just waiting on God to move in your life. But would you choose today to say, God, this is painful. Honestly, this waiting sucks, but I trust you. And so I'm going to be obedient and I'm going to rest because Easter's coming.